What is up, everyone? It's your boy Tron13, and I am back with Duel Trial Time Travel 2012. I wasn't really playing around 2012, so this one's gonna be pretty interesting. But you guys pretty much know how these go. We're pretty much traveling back in time in the OCG to an older format, this time being 2012. And so what I decided to do is go with Chaos Dragon. Now, the deck isn't really, it's not built the way I envisioned at first, but it at least came along pretty nicely. I got my one copy of Battle Fader here, just in case I can keep myself alive. 2 Effect Veiler, because you can never go wrong with that. 2 Krebons, because I do have my Synchro Monsters, but also I have my 1 copy of Itelli. I'm playing 1 copy mostly because there's a chance I may open one of my Krebons, and I don't want to play 2 Itelli and then one of my Itellis is completely dead, so at least that'll be my 3rd copy of Krebons. Plus I didn't want to oversaturate the deck with too many cards. I've got my 1 Maxi because I dismantled 2 of them because Maxi was put to 1, and then come to find out we have this event where Maxi is at 3, so yeah. 2 Armageddon Knight and 2 Dark Grepher, just so I can send Malicious to the grave, because Malicious can summon another Malicious by banishing itself. I got my Skullmeister. I really love this card. Honestly, this one can stop just about whatever. It can stop Malicious, it can stop a bunch of other cards that pretty much trigger their effects in grave. Eclipse Wyvern, because, well, hold on, yeah, you and you, literally for these 2. My Dark Flare Dragon, as well as my Light Pulsar Dragon, which is the backbone behind Chaos Dragon. Basically banish a light in the dark, summon them, but they can also be normal summon, which makes them even better. Then I have my Gores, just in case my opponent wants to go for an OTK. Then I have this to try to save myself. Dark Arm Dragon, because even though Dad was not the best deck around this time, he's still pretty good. If I have exactly 3 Dark Monsters in my graveyard, I can special summon them from hand, and then I can banish Dark Monster from my graveyard to pop cards to my opponent's side of the field. So summon him, pop 3 cards, call it a day. I have my Chaos Switch to not only get cards in the grave, but also this can stop Dark Arm Dragon, Dark Flare, like basically it can stop so many other cards, so this is a pretty good tech. Also, and this is just my humble opinion, but she is basically Diabell Star before Diabell Star came along. Not in effect, but mostly in stats and summoning condition. Then you have the Black Fletcher Soldier, who is the main boss monster of this deck. Yeah, Dark Arm Dragon is a boss monster of this deck, but he's the boss monster of this deck. Banish a light in the dark. I can either target a monster on the field and banish it, but he can't attack this turn, or I can basically make a second attack by destroying a monster in battle. Pretty good. I wish it was Chaos Emperor Dragon, but nah, I guess I can live with that. And then this. I do have a few dragons, like I play 7 other dragons in the main deck, but I do have some other dragons that I also play, but we'll get to them later. Basically summon him to the field by banishing a face-up dragon monster I control, and I can special summon a dragon from either my hand or graveyard. Mainly, not a Dark Arm Dragon, however, it can be an Eclipse Wyvern, but also by banishing Eclipse Wyvern, I can trigger its effect. I can special summon Dark Flare or Light Pulsar. Any one of these two. And it's just once per turn. Then I have my Dark Hold, because if I don't have a field, you can't have a field either. Monster Reborn, because you can never go wrong with this. Heavy Storm. 3 Upstart Goblin, so that way my deck is effectively a 37 card deck. Reinforcement of the Army, that is basically an extra copy of both of these. That's the only reason. I'm playing a Dragon's Mirror just so I can summon this. How often will that come up? I do not know. However, I will be trying to do that. I also have 2 instant fusion for my 2 fusion monsters. Because, well, why not? My Allure of Darkness, because I play a pretty decent amount of dark monsters, so I don't see this screwing me over this time, right? Right? My emergency teleport, like I said earlier, to summon Karebons. And then I'm only playing 4 traps, 1 bottomless, just in case. A return from a different dimension. This is just for the crackback, just in case I need to go for lethal, or I can just use this to make a comeback. It's just a pretty useful card, all things considered. And then Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warning, just so I can stop my opponent from going a little too crazy. This one can stop a summon, any inherent summon or anything like that, and this one can stop both a summon as well as a spell and trap. You know the deal. The extra deck, Darkfire Dragon, this was the only level 4 dragon fusion that I had. So it was mostly just so I can have a level 4 so I can summon this. If I have Krebons, as well as I needed a level 5, so in case I wanted to summon this, as well as to have something for, you know, just in case. This is going to be summoned off of Dragon's Mirror. This was the best I had, honestly. That was the best I could do. These 2 were pretty much the best I could do at the moment when it comes down to level 6s. So I'm not really concerned about a level 6, but at the same time, they're here. But this one, I can pretty much, I think it's you can destroy that. If this card, at the start of the damage step, if this card battles a monster, you can destroy that monster, and if you do inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of the destroyed monster having the field, this card's attack must be greater than or equal to that monster. So it's not the best or the worst, because I do have to be stronger than my opponent's monster, but at the same time 2400 is not bad. And then Stardust Dragon, I know Delta's gonna look at this and go, why do I keep using Stardust? But just to negate a destruction effect, it's pretty good. And if not Stardust, then I have Crimson Blader. If it destroys a monster in battle, my opponent can normal or special summon level 5 or higher monsters during their next turn. So lock them out of their high level monsters, pretty good. So they'll have to just summon their low level monsters so I can destroy them some more. Then I got Shockmaster, which is my favorite Exceed monster, so I don't see myself being able to summon this very often, but if I ever do, beware. Then Excalibur, my two level 4s are basically warriors. If not, then I also have something else for this. But yeah, they're both warriors, so might as well go up to 4K, attack, pretty much wipe out whatever is in front of me. And as for this guy, this one is only if I am on the first turn or anything like that. Once per turn, when a level 4 or lower monster is special summoned to your opponent's field except during the damage step, you can attach one material from this card, destroy that special summon monster. So basically, if my opponent tries to combo off and summons a level 4 or lower monster, I can pop it instead, so that way they lose that resource. And as for this one, at the start of the battle phase, if this card attacks or was attacked, target one card your opponent controls, destroy that card. Destroy that target. See, also this card cannot be destroyed by card effects, so they have to try to beat it in battle, and I can just stall out for a while. And if not him, then him. Once per turn, you can attach one Exceed material from this card, target one face-up card your opponent controls, and destroy it. So either battle or proactively just target and destroy. Regardless, I can get rid of a card by using the only 2 level 5s I have in the deck. How often will that come up? Not that much. However, it may be low, but it's not 0. But however, these 6s, Bowser, once per turn, during either player's turn, when a monster effect is activated on your opponent's side of the field, you can attach one Exceed material from this card, negate that effect, and if you do, inflict 1000 damage to your opponent. So yeah, that's pretty much just a free negate. Or I can go with this one. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can attach one material from this card, then target one level 5 or higher effect monster your opponent controls, negate the effects of that opponent's face-up monster until the end of this turn. So basically, my opponent wants to activate a card effect. Either way, my 6s can pretty much negate card effects, while these 2 can just destroy monsters. Or just, for this one, face up cards. This one destroys monsters that want to battle it. So yeah, that's pretty much my 2012 deck. I'm curious to see how this works out. Also, I almost didn't have this deck available to play just because of how many materials I needed. I didn't have enough materials to get some more maxis, so yeah, I'd rather go first. Yeah, I didn't have enough material to craft more maxis for this event. So I'm pretty much playing at a handicap. However, after these duels, I'm pretty much gonna... Huh. Okay. Well... Activate. And let's see. You. I'm not gonna activate malicious yet. Yeah, the deck isn't 100% what I want it to look like just yet, but I'm curious to see just how well it works out. Plus, this is a much slower format anyway, so I should be fine. I almost did not have this deck available. Go ahead. Yeah, no. Yeah, I almost didn't have this deck available because of lack of material. But I managed to scrape some gems together. Yeah, I managed to scrape some together, so... What's that? Get rid of this too. Okay. Seriously. Crabons. And you. Sir. Go ahead and look at your opponent's hand. Thank you, I guess. Anyway, I had another deck pretty much loaded up just in case I didn't make this one in time. So once I'm done with this, once I complete this event, I'm gonna do at least 3 duels with that other deck. Just to see what would happen. Like, yes, please, surrender. Activate. Summon you. And my turn. If you special summon Then I will use Chaos Hunter to then send Eclipse Wyvern, which will also trigger its effect. I really do like Chaos Hunter. Damn. First off, fuck you. Oh, you bitch. Add Dark Greffer. Discard you. To then send Malicious. Activate Malicious. And let's see. I want more damage, but at the same time, clustering winds will become a new shining star. Become the lightest path shines upon. Become the path the light shines upon. I just fucked it up. Synchro summon and take flight, Stardust Dragon. I think it's because I don't normally play Stardust Dragon, so that's why I fucked up the chant. Which is actually one of the best things, one of my favorite things about the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. It's all the different summoning chants. Like, you have certain monsters that, you have certain characters that have a special chant for their favorite monsters. Or in any case, their best monster. Yeah, too many dark monsters in the graveyard right now. Go on, activate your effect. Uh-huh. That's actually really smart. Unfortunately, I don't have an extra copy, so yeah, I don't have an extra copy of him. And plus, this is ultra. These are ultra rare. I barely have enough. Vanish. Wait, I just realized this is the same loner deck. Yeah, that's the same loner deck that I picked. So you guys are getting to see just how powerful that deck is in real time. Yeah, there's not much I can do about that. And even Card Trooper. Yep, there are no valid targets. Yep, GG. Alright, after this, I'm gonna cut the recording and then restart the new one. Will I be going second? What? You letting me go first? Okay. Send. So send malicious to grave. See, and that's the reason why Chaos Hunter would have come in handy. Oh, I get to summon Chaos Hunter? I'll just have to discard Darkhold and keep Heavy Storm since you have face downs. And plus Mermaids love to have back row. Especially equips. So I'll have to wipe out the equips and then deal with whatever else you bring out. Oh. Well, I have this. And this. Come on, what you got for me? First it was your internet and now it's my internet. Like, why is it that at nighttime this happens? If I record at night, internet does this. But if I'm recording during the daytime, internet doesn't do that. Reasonable. Reasonable. Alright, I'm gonna shotgun this Heavy Storm. Shotgun. Now you have to activate your effect. Wait, doesn't it go to grave if it's destroyed, or no? Or does it stay? Because you're gonna negate its effect. I just want to know if it stays or if it goes with it. I guess we'll find out. It does. Good to know. Because I didn't really know if it actually goes with it. Summon you. Alright, your turn. Not to mention, yeah, you can't even banish anything, so There was, oh, the connection. Yeah, there was barely anything that you can do with Chaos Witch on the field. With Chaos Hunter. Kept saying Chaos Witch. Alright, I'm gonna cut the recording here and then come right back, seeing that I can only record up to a certain amount. I'll see you guys when I get back. And I'm back. Just need one more. Just one more win. I'm gonna go first. I realize I've gone first in every single match. Every single duel I've gone first. Okay, got Battle Fader and Gores. First, here's some life points as long as I get a card. Wait, what do you have? Are you about to max C? Is this gonna be the first max C? It is! Nice. And let's see, I'm going to send Malicious, and then I'm going to end my turn. I just got max seed. You didn't gain any card advantage because couldn't really pop off. It's a pretty slow start. I guess you're choosing not to pop off either. I'll hold off. I'll hold off on using that until he establishes the board, or at least tries to. Huh? Now I'm just curious. And let's see, I will send you. I think it's just militias, right? Yeah. Yeah, I can hold out for a little bit. What I really want is for him to like try to pop off for real. Just so I can punish it. Okay, if he summons one more monster, then next turn I'm dark holding. One more monster and then I dark hold. Yeah, looks like I gotta do this. Yeah. Get that shit off my field. Come on. Yeah, because I don't know what you thought this was, but it ain't that. Nope. Is that a solemn judgment? Oh no, it was that metal reflex slime. Yeah. 2 metal reflex slime. It's like you looked me dead in my eye and said that you're not attacking nobody. Summon you. At least I can start getting some damage on the board. Alright, so what you got? Monster face down. Oh, so we both bricked. Yeah, we both pretty much bricked. Oh, finally! Clustering winds become new shining star. Become the path this light shines upon. Synchro summon and take flight. Stardust Dragon. Also, in my original build, as I was trying to craft this deck, I had a Plague Spreader Zombie. I also had a Pot of Avarice, but at the same time, most of my cards will end up banished anyway, so it didn't make any sense. So that's why I took out Pot of Avarice. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my win. Nice. I guess I didn't technically get hold. Yeah, I didn't technically get a hold, so I'm fine with this. I'll try one more, and then in the next one I'll be using the loner deck that they were trying to, I pretty much picked, since I didn't think I was gonna have this deck ready. So yeah, one more duel, and then I'm gonna do the loner deck afterwards. I'm going second. The first time I've gone second. Which in old school Yu-Gi-Oh, there's never any reason to allow your opponent to go first. Never. There's never any reason for you to, unless you're, well, there are a few reasons, but all in all, you don't want to let your opponent go first. You really don't. Mainly because your opponent going first just means they get to draw a card and they get the combo off. Yeah, summon a monster so I can draw a card. So you're playing Mermail. Come on. Summon your monster. After this, I should try to build my Royal Mage deck. Oh, why? Just why? Of all things to do, I draw both of my militias. Yeah, you don't want to combo off and give me more cards. I'll send another Dark Grepher. Darkness beyond darkness, shadows beyond shadows. Unleash your power and destroy all before you. Crush him, Dark Arm Dragon. Activate. Banish. Now you have to activate your card. Yep. And because it's destroyed, we know that your monster goes to grave. So whatever you summon goes straight to the graveyard. Pop. Activate. Right, and I'll just attack. Cause then I'll just save him so I can banish him and affect Veiler so I can summon BLS on my next turn. How about no? Seriously? Oh no. Go ahead. Do your thing. Well, I guess. Okay. Activate reinforcement of the army. Summon you. Good. And I attack again. Alright, let's see what you got. Oh yeah, you're just gonna send him to grave and then pop my BLS. Do you have... Huh. Do you have a monster you can normal summon? Oh, heart of the cards. I mean, power of bullshit, guide me. That was not scripted. I just want everyone to know that was not scripted. Huh. I guess your bullshit out bullshit my bullshit. Fair enough. Fair enough. I wasn't familiar with your bullshit. Well, at least that's a pretty good record. 3 wins and 2 losses. But you gotta admit, that last one was really close. Okay, you gotta give me props for that one. That last match was really close. As a matter of fact, now I'll probably check them later. So yeah, that was Time Travel 2012. Let me know what you guys think of it. Honestly, this one was pretty fun. Only problem was I didn't really know what I actually wanted to play until I realized, oh, Chaos Dragons. But I didn't have every card that I needed. So, but all in all, it was pretty fun. I would actually make a Chaos Dragon deck someday, an actual modern day Chaos Dragon deck. But with all that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.